Here is another one of my favorites. I figure as we're beginning to come to the end of school, right? We finish school on June 24th next week. I'll read to you some of my favorite stories, or maybe stories I haven't even read before. This one is called On the Night You Were Born, and it is by Nancy Tillman. And I really love this story. On the night you were born, the moon smiled with such wonder, and the stars peeked in to see you, and the night wind whispered, life will never be the same, because there had never been anyone like you, ever in the world. So enchanted with you were the wind and the rain, that they whispered the sound of your wonderful name. The sound of your name is a magical one. Let's say it out loud before we go on. So say your name. I love the way your name sounds. Do you love the way your name sounds? I hope you do. It sailed through the farmland high on the breeze. And then there's some words on this picture. It says, who in the world is exactly like you? Who? See the owl there? Over the ocean. And through the trees. See all the music notes that are there? It's showing that your name sounds like a song when you say it. Until everyone heard it and everyone knew of the one and only ever you. Not once had there been such eyes, such a nose, such silly, wiggly, wonderful toes. In fact, I think I'll count to 3, so you can wiggle your toes for me. 1, 2, 3. Wiggle your toes. Even if you have shoes on, wiggle them inside, or socks. I love how special this book makes you feel. Even when I read it, I feel special. When the polar bears heard, they danced until dawn. From faraway places, the geese flew home. The moon stayed up until morning next day. And none of the ladybugs flew away. Ooh, I like this. It's kind of like a seek and find picture. See how many ladybugs you can find in there. So whenever you doubt just how special you are, and you wonder who loves you, how much, and how far, listen for geese honking high in the sky. They're singing a song to remember you by. Or notice the bears asleep at the zoo. It's because they've been dancing all night for you. Or drift off to sleep to the sound of the wind. Listen closely. It's whispering your name again. If the moon stays up until morning one day, or a ladybug lands and decides to stay, or a little bird sits at your window a while, it's because they're all hoping to see you smile. For never before in story or rhyme, not even once upon a time, has the world ever known a you, my friend, and it never will, not ever again. Heaven blew every trumpet and played every horn on the wonderful, marvelous night you were born. So that was On the Night You Were Born by Nancy Tillman. And like I said, it's one of my favorites, and I just love the way it makes you remember how special you are. And my friends, each one of you is super special. You have your own unique things that you know, that you like, that you can do. You have funny things that you say. You have stories to share. You have so much information in your brains that you can share with other people. And I just hope you never, ever forget how special you are. You're special to me. You're special to your family. And you have a very special place in this world that is really important that you're part of. So make sure that you're kind. Make sure that you're helpful. Make sure that you remember when it seems like, oh, I just can't do it right, or when you're making mistakes, or when you thought you knew what you were doing but you don't, or when you need help, or when it's hard. Remember how special you are and how much you have to offer our world. I can't wait until you come and visit me when you're in high school and going to college and after college, and come tell me all the wonderful things that you've done. Remember, you are special, you are loved, you are important. Be kind and be helpful, friends.